Okay. Good evening, my true crime horror fans. I hope you all are doing that well. Good evening, my true clues aficionados. I hope you all are doing well out there today. I hope you're out there taking care of yourself, doing good for yourself, looking out for others, saying something if you see something safely. And this is my next episode of Love to Hate You, Baby. I kind of think of that Donna Summers. I love to hate you, baby. But anyway, so this is a couple who were a boyfriend and girlfriend, and she was in law enforcement. She had an extremely good career and was well loved and liked by a lot of people. An Indiana man was arrested on accusations that he expired his girlfriend, claimed he expired her in self-defense during a light fight over how to chop onions. Apparently, he was chopping up the onions there. And so Charles Michael Calvert, 60, was arrested on a charge of expiration in connection with the death of his girlfriend, former magistrate Marcia Linsky, inside a Graybill home Saturday, police said. 21 Live had reported that. As a good attorney as she was 10 times better of a person, Allen County Chief Public Defender Bill Labreo told the news. I cannot say enough good things about her, he said. According to probate cause affidavit, Calvert allegedly placed a 911 call around 8:30 February 3rd, and it was something like, he's chopping onions. Nah, 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 nah. And she's like, what the hell are you doing? What are you chopping the onions like that for? Don't you know how to chop onions? That's not how you chop onions. And she throws a casserole dish at him, or the pot. What do you call it? The one that you put the food in, the crock pot. Shoves it at him and runs at him with the knife. All over telling him that he's not cutting the onions correctly. Why would she be having such a violent thing? Unless he didn't like the way she was saying he wasn't cutting onions correctly. And he's like, to hell with you, biatch. And he just takes the onion knife and he just starts assaulting her. And then after the assault is completed, he takes another knife and places it by the body and tries to act like it was self-defense. Now, this is all alleged right now, but what? I mean, I think the crime scene and everything else speaks for itself in that situation. So he calls, law enforcement, and he's like, hey, you know, expired my girlfriend. It was self-defense. I guess I'm gonna have to spend the night in jail. Are you crazy? I guess kind of you are. And then he said he was cutting onions, and the victim stated he wasn't doing it correctly, stated the victim shoved the crock pot towards him, and she came at him with the, and then he grabbed one. Now, how come he was the one that had one when he was the one cutting onions? And then, anyway, and so, they did find one that was extremely covered in human hematoma, and the other one was not. So there was another piece to the puzzle there. So that'll be unfolding as time goes by, will it not? I don't even know what to say. I mean, what? And to think that, well, I guess you're coming up with an excuse, like off the hook there, because what else are you going to say? And then the next one is another one. I love to hate you, baby, but we just got married. I got to off you anyway type of situation because I cannot be having you. On Monday, Chris Moreland was arrested on first-degree expiration in connection with the death of 38-year-old Cassie Ritchie, his wife of less than 1 month, the Tulsa Police Department said. Ritchie's body was found Sunday when an investigation served in a search warrant on her light blue SUV, which witnesses reported was wrecked off a creek in Katosa, Oklahoma, near the I Don't Care Bar and Grill. So they're like, this car had been there for a day or two. It looked crashed. They didn't know what was going on. This chick is missing. So then when they find out, I guess it's her car, he's probably not being helpful. So then they have to get, you know, paperwork to get in there. So then they go around and they're still asking for the public help and finding this lady. And I guess they start looking through the car because it wasn't brutally obvious that her expired remains were hidden in the car there. So I guess he thought that was a good way to end the situation. There had been a big fight going on between them at the time of her disappearance. And then her parents called and said that she was missing and said they hadn't heard from her since January 21. So again, I don't know if he was planning it or I don't know, if it was a big explosion, those details will come out later. But actually what the hell? So just be careful to everybody, when you get involved in relationships. Like I'm here by myself, gonna be. Um, yeah, I don't know what to say. There's no easy answers on that one because, I look at couples, they hit it off and they're together for years and they just seem to have that click like two puzzle pieces. And you think you feel that click with some people, but you may feel that click for the wrong reasons. Never hurts to do too much investigation into a person. Love you all.